Hello, it's Samuel again. Today I have an interesting thing to talk about. As the title suggests, it's very interesting, and let's dive right into it. So, do you know that the average human being lives for about 77 to 80 years before they die? Yeah, and there are two groups of people, or there are two categories of people, as I like to, say it. One group is the observers, and then the other group I call the adventurers. So let me describe the first group, the observers. These are people who are mostly on, maybe always on YouTube watching videos, or maybe Instagram watching others post pictures, or maybe on Twitch, always maybe on Facebook or TikTok or any other social media platform, always watching others, right? Sometimes they are big fans of football, maybe soccer, maybe NBA, right? They're always consuming. And one thing about these people is that they always live their lives in their heads, right? There's this road trip that they've always been wanting to go. There's this vacation that they've always been wanting to take. There's this new continent or this new city, this new country that they always been wanting to, there's this maybe trip, right, that they've always been wanting to go on. But then they don't end up doing it because they think, right, maybe they're too broke to do that. Or maybe people are always looking at them, watching them. Maybe there's this thing that they wanted to go and get, but then they think when they go, they're going to fail. So they don't even try it in the first place, right? So these people always live in their head. They have so many wishes, so many things that they've wanted to do, but then they don't actually go ahead and do it because they think they're going to fail, people are going to be looking at them, or so many other things. Right? So they don't end up doing what they wanted to do. So they default to these social media platforms and maybe YouTube, watching other people live the life that they wanted to live, right? So these people end up doing this to themselves, and they will grow, and then they'll get to like 70, 80 years, 90 years. Then they will look back at their lives with regret. The things that they've always wanted to do, the trip, the skydiving they wanted to go, the new continent, the new country that they wanted to go and see, the thing that they wanted, and then they didn't go for it because they thought they were going to fail. They look back at all those things with regret. But the worst thing is that they can't reverse time. Time always goes forward. You can't reverse time and then relive the life. So now you think you've wasted your life, and now you live with regret in your old age. That's one group of people. The other group is the adventurers. They believe that life is better lived when you're flexible, when you are kind of like adaptive, right? So when you're risk taking. So when they see something that they want, they go for it. If they fail, that's fine. If they get it, good. If they've been wanting to go on maybe a road trip, they pack their stuff and then they go. They don't think that, oh, they're too broke to go, or maybe whatever, right? They just go. If there's this new continent or country that they wanted to go and visit, they just pack their stuff and then they go, right? They live the life that they want to live, right? So these people also grow very old, maybe 80, 90, whatever, and then they also look back at their lives, and then they remember all those things that they've been doing, all those things that they did, and then they'll be very proud of themselves, and then they will look back with fond memories, and then they'll be very happy. They'll be very happy about the lives that they lived because they went for what they wanted. They lived the life that they want. You might think, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I've observed that there are so many kinds of people in the world, but my categorization just puts them to two: the observers and the doers, or the observers and the adventurers, right? And I've thought about it, and then I've realized that being an observer is something that you never want to be, or at least I never want to be that, because you end up wasting your life, and then you only live once on earth, and you waste it, and then what else, right? It's not worth it, right? So it's good to go out there, put yourself out there, go on that trip that you wanted to go on, maybe go visit that friend that you wanted to go and visit, that new country that you wanted to go, just go ahead and go, right? I'm not talking about, going to do risky things that will kind of harm you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about good things that you could have done, life that you could have lived to make it more enjoyable for yourself, that you did not live, or you're not living because you think you're too scared to do that. You're too scared to take that risk. You think people are looking at you. There's something that we call the spotlight effect, right? As you walk around, you think people are looking at you, judging you, looking at what you're wearing, what you're doing. But the truth is that most people are focused on themselves. They are buried deep in their head, thinking about their own lives, right? So they are probably not even looking at you. They don't even care about what you're doing. So everything is mostly in your head. So if you understand this, it's going to liberate you and make you free to actually live the life that you want to live, right? So this is the little message that I decided to give today. And I already have other videos on my YouTube channel, and more videos are coming. So this channel is going to be a blast. It's a blast already. So if you don't want to miss any updates from my channel, just like the video and comment on it, right? Whichever part is your favorite, just tell me in the comments, and what kind of content you want to see, right? Tell me any kind of content you want to see next. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you answered a big question for yourselves. Which side you want to be, an observer or an adventurer? You can answer it your own way, but it's bye for now.